What have I gotten myself into this time? And this is the cheapest guitar kit on eBay. A white Telecaster for $59, shipped. Comes with some instructions, fairly nicely finished body. Looks pretty good. Can't complain too much about that. The neck is nice. It's a Yamaha kind of esque headstock. The fretwork is better than a lot of Epiphones I've pulled out of brand new boxes. Cable, tools, strap, all pretty useless. Controls and everything. This is all solderless wiring. We'll be getting rid of all that. But a decent bridge. Not decent bridge pickup. I'm just going to make that assumption. And yeah, we've got all the standard parts here. These tuners seem like they'll be perfectly adequate. Even comes with some junk strings. I'm going to upgrade the pickups. I've got this old alnico neck humbucker, and then I had this slightly nicer cheapo bridge pickup. So I'll throw those in as an upgrade. All right, let's see what's under this pickguard. And okay, almost a full humbucker route. I think we'll need to add a little to it. Let's get rid of this junk pickup. There we go. We can probably get a couple bucks for those on eBay or something, or I don't know, give them to someone who doesn't have anything better to do. The neck was really nicely finished. It just needed to be sanded. I think this is 1500 grit paper or something like that, just to knock a little bit of roughness off of the finish. But baby smooth once sanded, so no problems there. And let's start some fretwork. What I like to do is essentially stick with one motion, work my way all the way up the neck, then switch and go the other way, flip the neck, do that same motion up, and then back across the neck. That way I'm getting the most consistent physical motion in terms of, dressing fret ends. And then we just do a quick polish with a Dremel, and not too bad. Once the ends got cleaned up a little bit, this is a perfectly playable neck. These tuners were nothing special, but they function perfectly well. If you know how to string a guitar, there's almost no instance in which a tuner makes a difference. And here I'm just using an old humbucker template to make a humbucker-sized hole in this original pickguard. It leaves these little nubs where the old holes were, but that's just fine. I don't think anyone's going to care too much about that. And let's go ahead and get this better pickup in. Again, this was the cheapest alnico Telecaster bridge pickup I could find, and again a neck humbucker of no particular description that was just in my parts bin. But I think it's going to be just fine. Here we're just going to give ourselves enough room to get those ears of the pickups to fit. This is a pretty simple process, and if you take your time, here I'm freehanding because I'm just making such a small little adjustment, but making a template is a totally worthwhile thing to do. And there we go, it fits just fine. Get that attached. Now we're finding that we also need to make a little adjustment for the bridge pickup. Yes, right there, point to it, that's good. Again, we're just freehanding this because it's such a small adjustment, but if you needed to do more work, you could certainly whip up a quick template with a piece of MDF or something like that. But yeah, we'll just clean that up, and everything fits just fine. Look at that. All right, now we're attaching the neck. Don't forget a little paste wax or something to make that go a little easier. And we'll install the jack. I don't particularly love those style of jacks, but here we are. And then, yeah, we're just going to wire the new pickups into the existing wiring. Yeah, just a standard import 3-way switch, 250K pots. Nothing fancy going on here, but it'll work just fine. All right, and a quick test, and we're doing just fine. And keeping with the theme, these are the cheapest strings I could find on Amazon. I think I paid $20 or $22 for a 10-pack. They actually work really well for doing initial setups on builds. Yeah, so we're just going to install those real quick. And the last thing I usually do on a build like this is put in the string trees. I want to see where the strings are and how the break angles are before I put those in place. We'll go ahead and play it. It ended up sounding just fine and playing pretty well.